Hello and welcome to the Spy Party Hexagon Cup cast. Today we have a match between Bobby and Gabriel on tile Q1, which will be Pub and Redwoods. Our host today is Dells, and joining me is my co-caster, Cat the Befuddled.
Hello, Scout.
I'm
excited for this match.
I'm glad you are. I am too. I haven't seen these players play yet in the Hexagon Cup. It's worth noting Bobby is representing Team Revolution. And
sorry, not sorry.
And Gabriel is representing the Disco Inferno. We are just waiting for the game currently. I don't know, Kat, you're on the same team as Bobby. Have you heard any specific plans for this match?
I haven't heard any plans, but I enjoyed watching his match against Wobble, where he trashed him. But yeah, Bobby seems to be really on form this competition, so I'm excited to see what he pulls out here.
Yeah, and I haven't seen Gabriel play for a while, so it'll be interesting to see his play here. And it seems
it should be exciting. I've not really seen Gabriel in any tournaments because I'm quite new here, but he's mostly known for running lots of tournaments. But he's not run this one, so we'll see how he fares.
And it seems like we're ready to go. Bobby as Bling Twin. On Pub.
And off he goes. I love Pub because I love how crowded it gets in the door and you can just low-light people that stop. But don't tell my opponents that. So we've gone to the bar. We've gone to the bar, we've picked up a flirt, and we're just waiting for the bartender now. Hope Toby will come and serve us a drink sometime soon.
We managed to hit a green test, but unfortunately we're just that little bit too far away. We're now at 47%, which will mean we will need 2 more flirts even if we hit another green. We've
just rejected that drink, and we're going to go chase our flirt. We need to get 3 flirts in, so we may as well do them now. Was that a misclick, Banana Bread? Well, there are quite a lot of people in conversation, so we may as well get it out now. And we've got our flirt up to 98%, so just 1 more flirt and then 1 more mission. The ambassador's being really kind and leaving some fingerprints on statues for us.
And this is showing us the painful result of it being that little bit too far away earlier. We're going to need another flirt. We are Highlight and Alice is Highlight, which makes me think that Gabriel might have in fact paired us in this conversation, which is a little bit unfortunate since we're going to have to return to Alice for our last flirt. Hopefully we won't get burned for this.
But we have picked up that delegate, and we've got 2 minutes left, so there's loads of time to relax, let other people get their highlights, and hopefully pick up that flirt in an unsuspecting fashion.
And we did go back to bar and pick up a delegate. It doesn't seem like we're interested in using it since we hovered next to Ambassador and have now pounced on this case as soon as it's available. I'm not sure about the decision for Prince just at this point. There's only 1:30 to get our second one and we're already highlight.
Alice is also highlight and has picked up a print of statues. And so I think we're both equally sus right now.
Making the most of that, we're going to statues now. So it could be a nice opportunity to try and make it a coin flip between us and Alice if we're aware of how threatening she's been.
Especially if she came and chased us over here. And we're going to get this last bit of flirt out now.
This is nice. At bar, it's not... We are a nice distance away from her, not looking like we're chasing this flirt too hard. We've only got a minute, but we just need to get 1 print.
Yeah. But we do have a lot of sus on us for getting that briefcase.
Yes, we might
Alice
just die
has
for this
checked
print.
her watch. Ooh.
Oh look, we're both at statue.
We're ignoring a briefcase, but I don't think Gabriel can see that. Oh, he can.
Maybe he can.
Well, or he remembered that a print was there and we got shot for it straight away. I think that flirt pairing early on really, really let us down, and yeah.
That quick contact might have also been quite suspicious, but I mean, that's good work by Gabriel to pick up that flirt pair so early, and to be able to track us. And unfortunate that Alice, despite doing missions, didn't finish fingerprints before Bobby did.
Yeah. I wonder what would have happened if we'd have swapped.
I think we would have also died.
Yeah.
Gabriel picking the plane twin to counter the bling twin of earlier, and also going straight into bar.
It's exactly the same play. He's been inspired by Bobby to do this play. But he is picking up the delegate here rather than refusing, and is chasing his flirt, whispering some sweet nothings into Tex's ear. But only 31%'s worth.
This is a little bit unfortunate. Hopefully we can pick up at least one green at some stage. But we're not flirt paired yet, so this is good.
Yeah, but we might be if we stand next to him. I don't know how good Bobby is at flirt pairing, whether he picks up on these things or whether he fixes on other things first. So...
we just picked up our second flirt and then immediately delegated to our seduction target. I think this will have time to take. There's not too much of a queue at bar. And in the meantime...
we've got a 65% flirt, which means even if we're standing next to our seduction target, we'll need a green flirt to get it done in one more.
And oof, the delegate timer expires. We're lucky here in that we're the unhighlight twin. But other than that, we've only got 65% flirt. And it's quite unfortunate that that delegate didn't take. We might be able to go for some kind of frame. It's going to be difficult to fit in Prince.
It is quite easy to get a lot of missions in pub though. Like you can just fire off a BB, you can crash bug, you can go and swap. There's a lot of options if you want to finish things quickly at the end, but they're all very suspicious.
And here we go, our final flirt. Well, not our final flirt, our third white flirt for 93%. Tex going back to bar.
And it looks like we're chasing him here, and we're getting a bug on the way. Can we flirt from this distance? We get shot for that bug.
We can't flirt from this distance because we are dead.
That is a shame. If that bug was a little bit later, maybe it wouldn't have been seen by Bobby.
It's quite a nice bug for that bug. It's just...
you can see the arm starting to go out with it.
Just being guarded so well there.
Yeah.
That's unfortunate. Gabriel kind of needed to do that given our progress. It's just a little unfortunate there.
Yeah, I suppose you have to guard it when Tex is a highlight and is standing inside the amber right there.
Yeah, you've got a point there. So Twin hasn't had that much luck so far in the set. So
and he looks like he's in real pain, right?
Dells with the cool kill cam, as usual. I'd be excited to see a Smallman busted out at this point in the set. Not that much advantage on pub, but quite fun for time ads.
And we're not picking Smallman this time, we are Salmon, notorious for his bad bugs. I wonder if Gabriel will pick up on this and think, nah, it can't possibly be Salmon. No one ever picks Salmon. And here we go, straight into bar. Again, everyone loves bar at the start of their games here. It's the pub. We want a lot of drinks here.
Yes, I'm interested, given that neither of the delegates so far in this set have taken. Both spies quite keen on it.
But we might be going for a difficult print because the amber just was here.
Aha! This could be nice progress if we can hit that.
I do love the little cheese delegate here.
And I think that was entirely off screen, so this might be quite a nice play here if Gabriel hasn't spotted that.
Yeah. Although last time we were dead for the flirt pairing, so we've got 51% flirt here. If we can hit it with another green test, I think we'll be fine. But if we keep on chasing boots, maybe Gabriel will pick up on that.
And I'm beginning to get a little bit worried. I don't think we've sent off this delegate yet. And it might be getting a little bit late for this.
It seems like we have
going
no
across to
intention to
chase, which, given how it bit us last time, it's a bit of a brave move.
I think maybe we're a bit more scared this time because we didn't stand right next to them. There wasn't enough room. Picked up a little bit of flirt there. We still need one more.
A bit of a waste of that nice delegate cheese. We've only really flirted so far, and yet we've still been pretty active in this party.
Yeah. Are we walking over here hoping to flirt? Or are we gonna... Are we framing for someone who's been at bar? Or are we just gonna pick up that delegate again?
We didn't take the opportunity for a contact earlier. This party has been very active, so there might be some good frame targets amongst it. There's definitely been a few people picking up prints, but no highlights, which is notable.
Yeah.
Bobby coming back to join a seduction target, a very nice, respectful distance across conversation.
And with the green test, he's hit that flirt as well. I think if it were a white test, he wouldn't have got there, but it's got a good green weight, has Bob's.
It's worth noting it's 40 seconds to go, and we've only got Seduce done. Now would be a pretty good time for a contact. Seems like Bobby agrees. This is going to look a little bit suspicious joining this conversation and immediately doing a white BB.
We can fire off the delegate straight after, and we got mission win pending, but it's too late. We're shot for it.
It does look quite suspicious. Gabriel agrees.
Did he have anything else on Bobby to start with?
These have been two impressive shots from Gabriel, given that Bobby didn't really get much done this game. It was just flirt and that rather suspicious contact.
Yeah. Maybe he had flirt paired in, but in his head. We're all ready for the next one, and Gabriel is going off as Wheels. Is he going to the bar again?
No, it's statues.
No, he's not. Wow. There's no point in going to statues. What's the point? Unless you're going to swap it. Inspectors, of course, off in this one. And so being at statues is a little bit less suspicious.
And deciding not to go for the swap play. I like this. Unfortunately, it does mean we've burned up a bit of time. And we're not going to be able to get to Sari before she moves from that empty conversation. So we've made the decision to just come to this useless conversation and hope that someone of interest comes and joins us here.
Yeah. Like, pub is a small level. It's easy to do 3 missions really quickly. It's hard to do 3 missions and not get shot for them. Especially if they're the quick ones that are like the swap, the purloin. Getting seduced can be really hard as well. But we stand in here, we request a drink, and we go and flirt with Sari.
Unfortunately, that 1% a little bit too far away. We're at 48%. We should be able to hit 2 whites and be able to finish this pretty easily, though, from here.
Yeah. And we've got a highlight. I think bar highlights are happening here. I'm picking up a delegate here as well, and so I think half the party are highlight, aren't they?
It's been a pretty busy time at bar, yes.
Yeah.
A nice spot just opened up next to our seduction target, but Gabriel just is a little bit too tight for Wheels' wheelchair. And we've joined this rather more useless conversation. Unfortunately, there's not going to be any highlights to delegate. We're doing a fake BB. This is
our double
unfortunate.
agent's in a circle on the far left there. I don't know if they'll be credited as the only one with real.
Twin would be the only person in this party with a possible real, and I think that was 4 highlights from that fake. That's a little unfortunate.
Yeah. But everyone loves standing close to the amber and walking close next to the amber.
Gabriel...
And there's been enough time that we've had our highlight taken away from us there. We've also not got very much mission progress.
Yes, coming in to get our real BB now, but this is rough. That's another 4 lowlights. There's not
It's
that
looking
many
like a very small party now. There are just 5 of us left that aren't lowlit. And we still have to get our seduce and 1 more mission.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure what the plan is here. We might be just willing to time out and make Bobby hold. Looks like we might be trying to finish here, though. I'm not sure about this plan. 99%. That first flirt burning us a bit. We can do a crash bug.
And hope that the flirt
actually
time
quite a nice crash bug, but we're just going to type that loop to loop.
We're gonna have to be shot for this. Like, it's overtime. You're gonna have to shoot wheels. He's been dancing too much. Yeah, shot comes off.
I admire the attempt by Gabriel to try and finish here. that
such unfortunate flirting.
Of zooming from wheels was where's the victory points, if not the actual victory.
And good job on Bobby for holding on that.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't look like we were going to get shot for that bug. If we'd gotten that first flirt, that 1% more, we might actually have won this game.
Yeah. You should always stand as close as you can to your seduction target, I think. Stand on top of them. Everyone loves getting a bit close.
Yeah, I mean, I actually quite like this game from Gabriel.
Yeah. Maybe if he'd set up a frame or something, it would have gone a bit better. Oh my god, Bobby's cracking out the small man. I'm very excited.
Are we going to see a time ad, though, since both spies seem to have been struggling to get missions done in time? No?
Yeah.
It is. Okay. Windows, it's an innocent watch check. I'm disappointed.
That's a shame. But with small man's watch checks, they're so quick that if you see a time ad, you're like, well, it must be small man. If I didn't see anyone looking at their watch, it's going to be small man. He's gone window pad to window pad.
And
we missed a pad.
Missed the bar pad. That's a little unfortunate.
I'm not sure that was seen by Gabriel.
To be honest, we might have been able to sell it a little better if we just stayed there for another couple of seconds and then walked away. Yeah. We got the white flirt, but from quite a distance, having to go around the other person there at bar. So we've now only got 24%. And
just a
we're not
nice
even
innocent
pick
reject.
Up the delegate.
And we realise we've been wasting a lot of time here, so added 45 seconds and picked up our first fingerprint, maybe?
Unfortunately,
standing
no.
Still. No? Was there not a print on there?
A clean case. So, unfortunately, Smallman just picking up this suspicion without anything to actually show for it. Snipers will usually just credit you for a print, whether or not the briefcase is clean or not.
Yeah.
And we're going back to bar now to pick up this delegate, which makes me wonder why we didn't pick it up the first time.
It feels like there's been a lot of time wasted, but we have had a time ad, so we're not in like the worst position. We've still got 2.5 minutes for most of a flirt and 2 more missions left. And we're delegating to the ambassador.
I mean, that's a move. It means that he's abandoned his briefcase and we can pick this up.
But it also means that we know that whoever was stood next to the ambassador must have sent them to delegate, because there's no way he's the spy.
And being the ambassador, it's more likely that the sniper might notice who was standing next to them at the time.
But it is a good way to pick up 2 prints as well, because you know that he's going to pick up a drink now. Or not. Or he's just going to waltz around and pretend he's going to do it.
I'm not quite sure what happened there. Was that the Amber personal space monitor making us reposition at bar despite being delegated to?
I think so. I didn't even think of that as a thing, but... Oh, there's a fingerprint on this statue, and we finished our fingerprints. And so we just have most of a flirt and another mission to do. The Amber's in a wonderfully buggable place right now, but we won't go for it.
that was being stared at. I think that was the correct decision there.
Yeah, that's a lot more restraint than I would have shown.
And we've managed to finish Prince without a highlight, which is good going. This contact isn't too bad. There's a few lowlights, actually quite a few lowlights, and not that many people with real.
Oh my god! Bobby gets shot. He's too sus. If in doubt, shoot small man. Maybe Gabriel was on top of those prints. And he saw the BB and he thought he could be finishing, he could have flirt already, and just took a shot.
Yeah, given there were no highlights in that party, Gabriel obviously tracking missions very well.
Gabriel don't need no highlights. Gabriel got the skill to memorize all of it.
Yeah, I'm pretty impressed at that shot. It's a reasonably confident shot, given that we only had 2 missions done.
Yeah.
And coming into Gabriel as Irish, making a beeline into the bar, it looks like.
Well, as an AI, Gabriel not giving up control. And finally, deciding to take some action when we take a drink. Just gonna take off a delegate here. Bobby's doing bar highlights again, so this was one of our first highlights. We'll just step into this conversation. And it's got the DA in. I don't know if we're gonna go for a banana bread or if we're gonna hold it out for a bit and delegate. Our ST is just standing at the bar, not doing much. Maybe we're waiting for him to come and join a conversation.
There's quite a lot of people in the pub, so Gabriel's probably waiting for them to join conversation. Interestingly, a lot of them are already low-lit, which is, I think, some nice bounce lowlights coming from Bobby.
Yeah. Wobble saying he was about to criticise, I think, the path that the AI took before he noticed that it was AI controlled. It was a very weird path at the start, doing a loop-de-loop to bar.
And both players not showing very much interest in actually using the delegates they picked up. Gabriel going back into bar to try and get this fingerprint by the looks of things. I think we might get the difficult. We might have just requested in time. No, we won't actually get there in time. That's a little unfortunate.
We could go for a direct purloin here. There are so many bar highlights that it's... And was Alice stood next to us anyway?
I'm not sure. It is
giving up on that idea.
It's a minute 30 and we have 0 mission progress whatsoever. That's a swap.
Oh, we do now. And a break in animation. Let's hope that Bobby didn't see that. Quick, run away as if they didn't see it.
I think we might have gotten away with that off screen behind the pillar.
I don't think Gabriel's even looked yet. Gabriel hasn't noticed.
And now coming in for our first flirt. It's a green, it's 51%. This is what we like to see. We might actually be able to do this.
I don't think there's enough time to finish flirt. I think without a time ad.
We'll have to hit another green, but that's possible. Safety off onto Taft, I think it was. We can send this delegate, and if we hit a green, we might be good. Unfortunately, our ST is
not playing ball. Apparently what we said to him in the first instance wasn't very nice, and he just wants to run away from us. But we're contacting. We've got a contact in the bag. Have we fired off the delegate? Yeah.
And we might even be able to get this flirt before the delegate goes off. Oh, no, it's a white test. This is not what we wanted, but we're going to be fine if this takes and we don't die for it. Take is on screen. Fade is seen, I think. Or maybe not. That is an epic spy game.
I didn't expect that at all.
I'm not sure that Take was...
No? Spy win?
It was. I'm not sure that take was ever actually seen. It was on screen, but I'm not sure whether it was seen. Because Taft wasn't anywhere near the person who took and was safetied off on earlier. The fact it got away with that swap delights me.
Yeah, it was a pretty good swap. I still don't know when Bobby noticed.
But yeah,
really good play by Gabriel.
That's got to be a slightly tilting game to lose as sniper. When there's been, if you go back to look at that swap, Bobby will be kicking himself somewhat, I imagine.
Yeah, definitely. Let's just hope that Bobby stays on form. It's 4-2, so like anyone could win right now. I am rooting for Bobby.
And coming into Redwoods, where more plays like that swap play are even more justifiable.
Yeah, definitely. For those that haven't seen Redwoods before, it's beautiful. It's the most beautiful level to snipe because it's filled with trees, and you are at one with nature when you're trying to look around these trees and see what the spy is doing.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, I'm at one with the chainsaw at that moment, but it's a pretty venue. I just wouldn't mind taking a chainsaw to a few trees. That would be nice.
Oh, and I think we're off. Oh my god, we're small man! Bobby's panicking. He's brought out this emergency small man. And we've highlighted the amber. And I was on sniper mode. I couldn't see anything, but now I can. Bobby's at books. And he's picking up a book. From these books you can inspect the statues. And we've got a cheeky little flirt in there as well. Just a lot of mission progress already just by going to this bookcase. Oh my god, we've picked up a white test transfer.
And this has all pretty much been off screen. A little unfortunate that our beautiful bouncers while under AI control weren't rewarded, but we've got some good mission progress to start with.
Yeah, definitely. Right, so we've got progress on 4 missions now. We just need to keep shooting at them and do some more flirting, inspect another statue, and transfer a microfilm, and we're done. It's as simple as that.
It's worth noting that one of the few people out for that contact was the other SDA, and we were the one and only person in this conversation with the DA when the contact went off. So we are the only person in this party who could have real. It being Smallman probably won't help our case. I think it might be worthwhile firing off a fake at a later point, though Bobby won't know that no one else had real.
Yeah, it's a bit unfortunate that the spy doesn't know who the suspected double agents are. But if he fires off one now, he'll give credit to a lot more people. But the question is, can Gabriel shoot for an inspect, a bit more flirt, and a microfilm? Like, Small Man is so small, it's very hard to see him doing that animation, especially if it's green. And by the other bookcases. And I don't think he was seen at the first bookcases either.
You say that, but Gabriel has been taking some pretty confident, aggressive shots so far. I'll be interested whether he's able to shoot for this, particularly with that contact. I don't think that contact has helped us very much.
Yeah. So we have got the seduce done. We're here picking up our last inspect. And then I imagine we'll just go to bookcases and finish everything off.
Yeah, so at this point it's whether Gabriel's going to guard this microfilm. Gabriel's hiding his laser by pointing it at a tree. Whether he's going to guard this.
Yeah. And he is the only highlight in the back of the room, and I feel like Gabriel's watching.
It was definitely on screen, but there's no shot.
And now he's hiding behind Damon. And he's shot for it. It's a classic Bobby move to go and hide behind Damon. I feel like if he hadn't have done that, he wouldn't have been shot. Like, what's he playing at? He needs to stop with all the memes.
To be honest, I think if we'd sold on the actual hide behind Damon, we would have been fine. We just then started dancing and came out from our cover.
Yeah. Oh, we're a highlight. It's so easy to see him there. Oh, maybe if he'd have just stayed there, it would have been fine. Oh my God, Bobby, you need to chill out.
I mean, winning the meme game was a worthwhile aim.
Yeah.
I think we were dead there anyway. That transfer was on screen. Gabrielle obviously just not willing to take that shot until it was definitely completed and Bobby leaving.
Yeah. I feel like if we'd have just not danced, there might have been enough time for Gabrielle to like weigh up stuff and be like, has he finished? Has he done all the missions? But yeah. This start into bookcases was pretty beautiful. So much mission progress. OP would be so proud.
Yes, unfortunate that we don't quite manage to convert it. As we come into Bobby trying to snipe through the trees. In a minute when the players have synchronized.
Speaking of Bobby's memes, we haven't seen a Queen General spy seduction pairing yet. That's classic Bobby. He's been trying to get everyone to have Queen and General seducing.
Well, I can lay pretty good odds then that in the last 2 spy games we will probably see this. I can't see Bobby leaving a meme untouched.
Banana bread.
Gabrielle, I'm impressed though, just combating this and really calm and cool sniping.
Yeah, he's not thrown away a shot yet. And here he comes as Boots, waltzing along.
And starting off with an early statue inspect at one of the single statues. I quite like this. Often you won't get highlight for one of those single statue inspects. In this case, we are.
Bobby's on it. Bobby is on the statues. Wow, that's a pretty good pause for like going to a conversation, it's filling up. Pause, run away.
It's a nice move, and joining in this bit of a bar rush.
Yeah.
Quite a lot of people have been to bar. Unfortunately, 2 of them were the SDAs. But a reasonably busy party so far.
Yeah. And 3 other people have looked at statues, I think, judging from the highlights. So we're not the only highlight. It's not all the sus on us. It's a nice chill start, but we have only got 1 inspect, and I feel like everything on Redwoods is a little bit rushed.
The timer is definitely deceptively slow. Deceptively fast for the venue, and it does take a bit of time to get through this venue.
Oh no, our seduction target has bailed on us. He is not appreciating our small talk, and he's run away.
We didn't even get an attempt at this flirt in before he left. Wait now?
No.
Going to chase him to windows.
And he's run away again.
This is
he
unfortunate.
does not like us.
At least we're one of basically half the party, which is highlight. So the highlight we're walking around isn't too bad. We've now tried to chase our seduction target for the 3rd time. And this time we hit it
on top of these flats.
Yeah, we hit the flirt, but it's a white from across conversation. It's only 23%, which is a little bit short.
Oh, safety off on Rocker there. She was in a conversation with Real. She's got a highlight from a statue visit, I think. Maybe we're a bit less sus because we went to an edge statue.
It seems pretty early on to be safetying off on people.
Yeah.
Gabrielle without much mission progress, but coming in to get a little bit more on some statue inspects. Having not used this purloin for not sent the delegate, I'm not quite sure why these spies have bothered going to bar so far this set, to be honest. We haven't
just love a
really
drink.
sent any.
It's quite good to get a delegate at the end because then you can hang the clock. But it is a little bit more suspicious if you've been at bar in the last minute and then the clock does hang.
And we have taken out this book, so we have a way to finish. The only difficulty is we've only got 25 seconds to do it in.
Are we going for fingerprints? We can't be going for fingerprints now.
We might have thought this briefcase was obligated, but even if it was, it seems a little bit of a waste of time going for this.
We don't have enough time. We're going to have to add time. And we've gone for it, and the beeping stopped. And
going for the nice... Yeah. I like the chill book read at Windows move.
Same. We didn't do anything here. But I can see the party going around and being low lit for those who couldn't have either... Well, those who couldn't have added time. It was a white timer.
Our seduction target came to us at Windows. We've got that done, and now we just need to get this book into the right bookcase?
But Bobby knows exactly where that book came from, and he's taken a shot.
But that was the bookcase that book came from.
Oh. Well, I was not aware of that.
I mean, we were the only viable shot there, really, for that time ad, but I guess Bobby just waiting for some possible mission progress, not sure where that book might have come from.
Yeah.
Willing to take the shot for that. Oh no. And it's Bobby on Smallman. For the third time this set, I think.
Oh, Bobby. He just needs to not go behind Damon, and I think he'll be alright. Maybe. Oh no, we're stepping into the fireplace. We all know what's going to happen here. Time add. What? Why is he not time added? He's got some really good cover there to just snatch a book, and he has. And I don't think that was noticed. Gabrielle was looking at the other side of the party.
We just took this book out and went straight across to Blue Books.
But Taft is so big that I don't think we were seen.
That's a brave play, and we might have gotten away with that clean. We were pretty much off screen when we were at the right-hand bookshelves.
Yeah.
Just marching across and shoving it in the wrong bookcase.
If he wasn't seen with that book, then that's a really good play. Like, not being seen at a bookcase because there's a really fat man there. Good making use of the circumstances there, Bobby.
And we've picked up an inspect and a bit of a flirt while we were there. I think we're pretty good for pacing. It might just be a little bit difficult to get our flirts, seeing as Sari's very interested in doing missions.
Yeah, we've got 2 minutes left, so...
She might become a nice frame target, but so far neither of these spies have shown all that much inclination for frames.
And Gabrielle, again, it's not highlighting. Is that right?
That was a bug. That was a bug. we just standing bugged while we were next to the ambassador.
Wow, he's so small that no one can see him. That's the issue.
I mean, yes, but also it's Smallman on Redwoods. Hopefully Gabrielle manages to see enough of this to take a shot. Otherwise, this is going to be a bit of a tilting game to lose, given the way Poppy's been. That's a march and flirt and march away. We're going to finish our inspect here, and then we only need 9% flirt, and we will be done.
We're not going to finish them if Disney is still holding that statue when we want to put our book back. And no, we're just taking a book. Now, we have several options to finish here. We could finish our flirt and then go and finish inspect again. We could contact the double agent. There's, so many possibilities to finishing here.
I actually quite like the move of taking the book out. It means we've got a good excuse for coming back to the set of statues and getting our last inspect. Unfortunately, Twin is occupying this set of statues that we want to inspect, and now time's getting pretty close.
We don't care. We're going to go stand on him.
This is technically legal, but I'm not sure Gabrielle likes it very much. That's our last inspect done.
And we're into Mission Win Countdown. So if Bobby doesn't do anything stupid, he might have this. And he has.
And he does. That's a spy game.
That's what happens when you don't leave enough time to go and dance.
I'm impressed at that spy game. That's just Bobby going and doing stuff.
I've never seen anyone get a book through Taft before. That's super cheesy. I love it.
And then just marching over to the other bookcase, the cheese flirt, the standing bug, just that's I like this.
Yeah.
It's what Bobby needed, bringing this match a little bit closer. Might be able to. He'll have to win the next 3 games, but he's got a chance at this set now.
Yeah, he's, I would say, clawing his way back, but it's been pretty even for the whole time.
It's been pretty even. Gabrio's just been able to take these flirt shots and have the edge. But Redwoods obviously makes it a little bit more difficult to keep track of where everyone is, particularly when people are playing characters that are half the height of other characters.
It'll be quite easy to keep track of him if he's small one again, though. So I'm expecting a Queen General pairing for Bobby's last game. But Gabrio is ready, and Gabrio is playing as Alice. Off he goes.
Gabrio resolutely having nothing with some memes. I respect him. And
was that a pad miss?
I'm not sure. It was off screen, if so.
It felt very, very slow to turn. And also Dr. Target's being really kind and coming up to us, letting us whisper something in his ear. So he looks at books.
I was quite amused. Gabrio obviously randoming his ambassador, and Bobby had a brief minute at the beginning of this game where we had to bring the ambassador back up to a highlight and neutral light Taft to a weird low lit. Well, I think it was Tex.
I hate it when people don't pick Taft or Tex as their ambassador. What's wrong with them? Don't they want a good bug in a fat, like slightly wider person so their arm can be covered? And we've picked up our first print there.
Both spies quite keen on Prince this set. And Gabrio not quite quick enough on that stop there, but that's fine. We're fine. And we've just dropped this briefcase and come in next to our seduction target.
And if he remembers that print at that briefcase, then he can go and finish Prince pretty quick if no one else smudges it. And that's exactly what he's going to do.
Finishing Prince very close together. Or not finishing Prince so quickly together.
Yeah.
If we miss the difficult action test. Pretty good progress despite this, though. We've still got, and we've taken this book out. I like this. This gives us options.
Yeah. Although we are waving that book in the sniper's face with Alice's animation going behind her back to show it off to everyone.
Yes, but we have our seduce done.
And hopefully we're close enough to scare the ambassador away. But I don't think we are. But he's got his case down there. Hopefully he'll leave, and we can pick up our last fingerprint off the briefcase there.
And that he does. That being a gem.
But I do trust that Bobby is on top of the prints here. Like, it's been 2 briefcase prints, and like he went to the bookcase to get a difficult print as well.
And I think that might also have made the book we've got a little more memorable, going to that bookcase to get the print.
And we're going to just return it to this bookcase.
Gabrio, deciding that this isn't worth the risk and returning it correctly. We're getting into a little bit of time trouble here again, though. We're returning this book correctly, waiting for 2 or 3 cycles before we put it back, but that's sucking up a bit of time.
Yeah, we still have 2 missions left to complete. And we didn't even pick up a microfilm off of that. So, classic bug, we're going to go inspect. Wow, we're inspecting before we've even gone to pick up a book, which can be very suspicious. Wow, we still have another inspect to do. We've got 7 seconds left. We're not going to make this. We're going for the book dump. Oh, he's made it. And it's overtime. Has Bobby seen it? Oh no! He shot Toby!
I mean,
what's wrong with you, Bobby? Why can't you shoot just someone who is not a cast member?
I mean, at least it does. I'm not sure whether he was trying to shoot Salmon and missed or what.
I'm not sure. Like, it looks like he was trying to shoot Toby.
I mean,
he could have shot in any direction that wasn't at the bar, and
I think Gabriel had this game anyway, given that we seemed to be fine with that bug. It wasn't at all suspected, and obviously those finishing the book dump at the end wasn't suspected, but
oh, damn it, Bobby. I earned all these points on Redwoods for our team, and he's just throwing them away.
I mean, yeah, so I'm not sure what my opinion is of that game from either side, to be honest.
I'm going to have words with him, because that shot... Let's have a look at the replay. He's like not paying attention to the centre of the room at all. See someone. He is aiming for Toby. It really looks like he's aiming for Toby.
Well, that secures Gabriel the tie now, and Bobby's going to have to miss. Going to have to find.
Thanks, Dales. Thanks.
Bobby's going to have to find both games now just to secure a tie, which does not give any adjacency bonus. But here we go. We have the. It's not
Queen General.
It's not Queen General.
Bobby's messed up. I don't know what he's done. I do like Queen on a venue like this because she's a bit shorter, and so you can stand in conversation circles and pretend you're not there sometimes. Wow, it is busy at set of statues.
And we've gone for the green time ad, which I like. Both spies having been struggling with timing a bit, and it doesn't seem like it's been seen. And coming in for an early statue inspect. No interest so far, really, from the spies in doing frames, even though this game particularly looks like it's a nice setup for a lot of people gathering some early suspicion.
Yeah. Oh, we're so far away in this circle that we only picked up 27% flirt.
Yeah, both spies have been having a little trouble with flirt. With a bit more time that we have, we should be fine. And to be honest, after Gabriel's flirt pairing, it's a reasonable thing to be more respectful with these flirts.
Yeah. We've got to pick up a second statue, which means that we need to go and pick up a third one. These statues are too far apart to inspect both of them at the same time if you're holding a statue. So, I don't know what Bobby's plan is, but it feels like he's going quite slowly for Redwoods.
Yeah, we've still got 2 minutes 30. It's not too bad. We've got this second flirt and seem to be waiting for this timer flirt. I'm not sure what I think about that decision, though. We'll need to get at least a bit more mission progress, and timer flirts can eat up quite a lot of time on Redwoods.
Top news, Gabrielle's done a highlight on Pearls. I'm not sure what you highlight her for, but there's a highlight. So maybe that's some progress. Maybe she'll get low light later.
And we now have the flirt. We finished our flirt.
Just under 2 minutes left. We're picking up our last statue inspector here. And then we've got 2 more missions to do.
I'd say that Pearls having picked up a highlight, has obviously been doing stuff and would be a perfect frame target, but so far it seems like Bobby's not keen on that. We've done 3 different sets of statues, and now we're coming into books and statues. I mean,
if you want to make sure you get some inspects, make sure you get all of the inspects.
I mean, at this point, visiting more statues is, in fact, probably losing heat. We've taken this book out. That's nice, and we're joining with a double agent, lining up a bit more progress. Not too
Cheeky
bad,
green banana bread.
But
it knocked
again,
out 2 people.
Again, the SDA was out, and that's enough.
Oh
for
my
a
god!
Shot.
Shot comes off. Clearly, Gabrio's on top of all of this. If you go and inspect 3 statues and then go stand at a separate bookcase, you're gonna be sus.
I mean, it's just us and Smallman with a reel there. The SDA is out. To be honest, the amount of Smallman that Bobby's been playing, I would have expected Gabrio to wait and see which of those 2 people was the spy, because I don't think they could be done at this point.
I don't know. Bobby's been at 2 sets of bookcases. He's been at so many statues that, I'd have taken that shot too, probably.
And that
means that Gabrio has picked up the win here, so it's another tile for T-Flame's team.
And Gabrio bringing out the emergency Smallman and the crash walking bug in the first couple of seconds of the game.
Pretty good.
Gabrio coming in and styling on the last game. Joining the bar rush. There's a reasonable activity here. And picking up a delegate. We might end up actually using it this time. Let's see.
Yeah. We've already got a bug. We could play it safe. It looks like we are chasing our flirt, despite her best efforts to run away from us. But we won't take no for an answer here. We will flirt with this lady. We've picked up a green test, 51%, and delegated to her straight away. There's so much mission progress here.
This is nice going, and it's going to be interesting to see whether Bobby's tracking this Purrloin very much. Okay, it's on screen. Sniper has definitely seen it.
Yeah. And it looks like he's remembered that Smallman was at the bar. There are so many lowlights coming off here.
Smallman's lowlit.
Oh no. Oh no. Well, looks like it was fun. Gabrielle will be plain sailing from here.
I mean, all set, Gabriel's been doing nothing, and now just putting the foot on the gas.
Yeah. He's known for being quite a slow player and not finishing until quite late in the game. But here, he seems to have so much done already that he can just chill. He can relax a bit. He doesn't need to rush anything out at the end.
And I think we're waiting with this contact. I'm not sure quite why. Not wanting to take this contact because the person who took the list hasn't got a DA with them?
Yeah.
No, we're going
also,
to take it
he
anyway.
doesn't know he's a highlight or a low light, so he could have felt that laser come over him and assumed that it was a highlight and now be extra cautious. No, the ambers come stood right next to him, so he might be thinking, oh no, it's extra sus, and has just run away from it.
On the other hand, we're going to put ourselves right next to our seduction target, hit the second green test, and we are done with 50 seconds to spare on Redwoods.
And we're going to dance in the middle of the circle. We're a low light, can't really be seen.
Nice moves from Gabrio.
Yeah, pretty chill.
That's a cool spy game to use as your victory lap. And to be honest,
Bobby, if you're gonna dance, that's how to dance.
Just overall, the set, Gabrio's play has been really quite impressive.
Yeah, his sniper has been on form. He's been prepared for Bobby's memes.
Yeah. So many quite confident shots for the amount that the spy had done at the time.
Yeah.
And reasonably solid spy, despite most of the time struggling to get things done in time. And then this last game, just busting stuff.
Yeah, it's really good. So, did you know that Bobby and Gabrielle are now going on to play their Casual League tournament match?
I didn't, but to be honest, following on from this, I would be interested to see what the play will be.
Yeah. So, good luck both of them for their Casual League tournament. However, right now I can say, Bobby, why? Why dance, Bobby? Why? You're losing us points, man. But really well done to Gabrielle.
Really well done to Gabrielle, and quite solidly played from Bobby. Nice play from both players, really. And thank you to both players for letting us cast this somewhat amusing set. Thank you for Dells for hosting us to do this. And thank you to my co-caster, Kat.
Thank you very much, Scout. Thanks, Dells, for hosting us.
And I think that's it from us. There will be other casts, both on this channel and the official channel, I imagine, on the weekend. I'm not quite sure when things are on, but they will be on the Spy Party Team Up calendar. And for now, goodbye.